Yeah, I said everyone else on there gets off the same stop as I'm getting off at. Unbelievable. What's the probability of that when there's like no one got off there and like for like 20 minutes or so? And now every single person who's on there gets off the same stop. Notice this over here. Okay? Like that. Every single person on the bus gets off the same stop I'm going to. I'll show you that. You can see very clearly here, all three people. Exact same stop as me. So, yeah, there's no one else on there except for those three people, and they're all getting off where I'm getting off. And look at the area here. So they're probably going up to where I'm going, maybe, I don't know. Possible. Gonna go down here. Yeah, look at that. Just sent up to do things like that. They probably were sent just to get on there. Because, yeah, no one else is on there. You can see how, this area right here, right? So where are they going? They're probably going to go to the same motel that I'm going to. They just send people just to do stupid things like this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, see, all three of them get off there. So, and there's no one else on there now either after, so I got off. Maybe they're not going to the same place, but I mean, what are the odds that they're going to get off there out of like 60 different stops from that along that way? I think there were over 60 around that. So actually, it's kind of fortunate I didn't take an Uber. I did save some money. It didn't take too long actually. Seemed less than yesterday. Yeah, I don't think they're going to the same motel, but still. You know what I mean? Like, what's the probability of that? They just send them. They'll probably go back now. Maybe they'll go into one of those stores, and then they'll just be given the bus fare to go back. Will be already paid for. It's so stupid. Like, what's that supposed to do? Is that supposed to traumatize me or something? It's just dumb. Let's wait till these cars go. Yeah, it's just beyond ridiculous. Waste of their time. Waste of everyone's time, essentially. But you have to do it. You have to do what you're told when you're living in a slave society. Even now at this hour, look at this road here, man. It's just awful. You can't walk anywhere. Yeah, I caught that on my camera. I'm going to save that footage. It's nothing major, but it's pretty obvious. And they just send them to do that. Like, it's just a joke. Yeah. Don't beep at me either. I can't even walk I can't walk through that crap there, so there's nowhere else to walk. Yeah. So I'll save that footage. I caught them. As soon as somebody rang the police here. Police. Yeah, police, right as I get here. Look at this, check this out. Look at the area, okay? Stalking, Gatineau police right here. Smirking too. Car number 46. Yeah, smirking. So right as I get to where I'm going, right over here, the motel there, a stalking cop shows up there and smirks. Let's take a look. Where's he going? Is he going to turn? Yeah. Now look at the area here, okay? The area here. And you have a Gatineau cop showing up to stalk intentionally, obviously. And last night, right as I was getting on the bus, they had a stalking Gatineau cop drive up right as the bus arrived. And now as I get back here, a stalking Gatineau cop drives by me right as I'm arriving at the hotel and smirks with his little weaselly face there. So. Smirking too. Car number 46. Yeah, smirking. Got my phone with me still. I was going to leave it inside, but I said I'm going to lock the door, so no big deal. I don't care if they trace where I'm going right now. Anyway, it'll just give me more footage. That was good footage there, anyway. Last night when the bus came, they had one of these cretins waiting, the police waiting as I got on the bus. And then as I get back to the hotel today, you see the drug trafficking, stalking Freemason there. and then smirking as he drives up, smirking at the fact that he's a criminal and degrades his job and harasses law-abiding citizens. So look at the snow here. Look at what you gotta walk through here just to get to the street here. See if we get any more activity. The 3 people there too who were the only 3 people on the bus for 60 stops after all get off at the same stop as me. So it was about over an hour and a half ride to this area. I'm in the eastern area of Gatineau now. This area known as Buckingham, you can see out here too already. White state issued vehicle lingering there, just parked with the engine running. So last night when I got on the bus to go back to heading back, took like 2 hours to get back to Ottawa from here on the bus. So I've had to stay in a motel here because I left the place I was living at because things there were just awful. So until I can get something else, I'm just staying in a motel for now for a few days, and then I got another place booked for next week. So I'm just here until Monday evening in Buckingham, Quebec. And so as I got to the depot to get on the other bus that goes back to Ottawa last night, after about a 45-minute ride from here to the depot, as soon as the bus that's heading into Ottawa pulls up, they had a cop drive up in front of it. And then today when I arrived back to the motel, again, because I had my phone with me both times, unfortunately, I have it right now too. I don't like to take it, but last night I needed it with me for a few personal reasons. So of course they timed that precisely because I had the phone. And this morning, right as I'm getting to the hotel, again, last night they had the cop waiting somewhere, so that the whole assignment was to drive out right in front as the bus arrived, so that I'd know it's specific and it's part of the harassment, orchestrated by CSIS. And then today, just as I get back here to the motel, another stalking criminal Gatineau cop drives up past me and smirks right as I get to where I'm going to the motel there, where I'm staying for a couple days. And I rented it out here because it's more affordable, honestly. But it's quite a distance away from where I have to travel. Last night it was 2 hours to get to Ottawa from here. So anyway, just going for a short walk here. Yeah, he was waiting, that cop, obviously. But again, I have my phone with me right now, so they can do it very precisely. They still do these things precisely if you don't have it, but it's bang on precise if you have the phone. And so I was able to catch footage of him there, and he smirks. They're told to do that too, to laugh and smirk, but they don't always do that. But that guy did, so I got his face and put him up. And yeah, so anyway, this is, Buckingham. Look at these snowdrifts. So last night, what happened was, as I'm trying to get across to that bus stop, there's supposed to be one on this side, but I couldn't see one there. So as I'm crossing over, I tried to go through these snowdrifts, and my leg just went right through it, and I was up to almost my waist in snow, and I had to just basically, look at this here. And there's no sidewalk on either side, so you have to basically, you can walk on the edge of the road here, but on that side there's no sidewalk or anything, and it's just that part by the McDonald's is cleared, the rest of it is not. So down here there's a pathway, but if you try to go from that pathway to cross the street, you gotta go through this here. And when you go through this, you sink right into it like quicksand. It's just, look at how high it is. So yeah, it's been a brutal winter thus far, but yeah, same stuff going on here, and we'll be at the motel for a couple nights then, till Monday night, and then I'll be going to another place that I booked, and just until I can get another place to stay permanently, because I was not happy at all with the way things were being handled at where I was living, as you can see with those videos. So I just said, all right, forget it, I'm out of here, and just said, I'm not even going to wait, I'm just going to leave, and I'm going to book a motel until I can get something else. And So I also got another place for next week as well, and I'll be able to. I have a place that I'm possibly could rent, but I went to look at it yesterday, and not a bad price actually for it. It's kind of small, but you know, it's okay. So so I was at that place for almost exactly a year, and of course they start ramping these things up. There were times when it slowed down a bit there, but then they ramp it up again. So I'll go in here. Anyway, it's freezing cold, so here's some fake coughing in here too, I'm sure. How's it going? Okay. 51, oh well. It's done. Yeah, so yeah, I had the phone with me. I didn't want to carry it yesterday, and again just now, I didn't even care. I don't even care if they show up again. It's just more footage if they do. So, yeah, the 3 people that got off, I caught that too. There's only 3 people on the bus for like the last, 20 minutes or so. And it's like 60, police again, going back the other way now as I come out of the store. So they show up as I got to the motel there, and then a different police car shows up there just as I come out of the store. So clear and overt stalking from them. Why would they be doing any real work, right? So last night as I got on the bus to go to Ottawa, right away a police car shows up just as the bus arrives. Today, as I arrive at the motel there where I'm staying for a few nights, immediately a police car drives up right as I get there. Now as I go out to the store, just a short walk over here from the motel, again a police car arrives going the other way, a different police car showing up to stalk there. So very clear and overt criminal stalking and harassment from the Gatineau police, as they've been doing for 2.5 years. Childish, unprofessional, incompetent criminals, and Freemasons, almost all the males too. So, and the females are mostly the wives of Masons or the sisters of Masons. So, or you know, people involved in the Eastern Star, a lot of them. Just deranged, psychotic people who also train their children to harass people and things like that. So both ways. As I came back today, stalking Gatineau police, the stalking drug trafficking, because they traffic narcotics as well and work with criminals and drug dealers. So you can see, look at this area here, right? So police cars both ways as I arrive, and then as I step out again, they have a police car waiting to show up in front of me there. So it's okay. I'm gonna put this on every YouTube channel I have, and maybe create another one today too. We've got some time. So anyway, I'm done for today. I think I saved the footage from last night where they showed up too. So the bus arrived. Again, you're not going to expect them to be doing anything legitimate, are you? I mean, would you ever expect these people to be actually doing anything that's productive or helping people? Of course not. All they do is harass law-abiding citizens and break the laws that they're supposed to uphold. And another actor coming out here. Another actor coming by as I... So they got a whole bunch of shit set up today, as you can see here. It's not in the mood for, look at this act here. Look at where he's standing as I come back, okay? Just look at this shit here. Look at this, okay? Right as I come back, they have to do this fucking act. Hurry up, you fucking... Shut the fuck up and... Fucking all day, man. They got this fucking... Look at this bozo walking behind me now. As soon as I come back, they have some perpetrator there standing waiting. Here comes out. So quite a lot of stuff today already on this Saturday. Yeah, no one was there at all. Like, he's gonna fucking just go and stand there in front of... That's the motel there. They have this creepy fucking perp standing there. And he comes out there right as I'm coming back too, as well as the drug trafficking police. So they put people into these motels, you know, when the subject of the harassment is there. Look at where he's standing too. Just goes over there to fucking stand there and hold up a phone. Look at where he's standing. So he comes out again. This is right on cue, so I'll see this stupid act as I come back. This is the motel here, right? Got another guy pulling out now. And then you got this act now. Now I was like, so this is like a surveillance role player, obviously. You can see how he came up to the edge of the parking lot there, literally as soon as I got there. Look at the road here. And then he just walks across there through the fucking snow. Stopping again, staring at a phone. Let's just watch him from here. It's all timed so I'll see this stupid act. And again, these slaves can't go anywhere without a phone held up right in front of their face because they're not capable of functioning without that. So anyway, let's see if we get another police drive-by. Look at him looking back here too. So I see this stupid fucking act. I'm not in the mood for this shit today, honestly. You know, not in the mood for it at all. But so this is where I'm staying here. This motel here. And that's where that creep came out of. He was standing here, waiting as I came back, just as the police were waiting as well. So we'll go in here, and then as I go in there, this Chinese woman who's working there starts doing the fake coughing noises. I switched the camera off when I went in, but yeah, she starts going fake coughing noises. The woman who works there, and then. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just exiting the motel room that I rented 7 a.m. approximately on a Sunday morning. Let's see what we have. Fortunately, okay, just exiting the motel now. 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Yesterday they had the police twice. And then on Friday when I went to work, they had the police waiting by the bus terminal. So, and they drove up right when my bus came. So I'm just going around here now. Just going over to the store. The reason they're doing this so they're being more aggressive lately is because obviously I'm in a situation now where I'm just staying in a motel till I get a new place. So they think that a lot of times. If someone's in a volatile state, if they think they're kind of down and their mindset is, they're in a volatile state, they'll try and hit you harder with this stuff. But it doesn't faze me. I've seen it all before. I've been through it all before, and so that's why they're doing that more aggressively, though. I know that already. It's to try and get you to, to really affect you psychologically. So look at the snow here. Yeah, it's trying to, they're trying to really, if they think that you're kind of down and depressed or whatever, which I'm not, actually. I'm actually kind of happy that I left that place. Guess nothing. No one waiting, looks like. Yeah, they've done that in the past. So if, like when I was in Toronto and when I had some situations where I had to go and stay with my friend for a bit, and there was a little while where wherever I'd move, of course, they keep doing these things with people harassing. So I got to a point in Toronto where I was like, okay, I'm just going to work 2 jobs and then go and sleep for a short time at work before I start the second job. Here, look, check it out here. So I started doing that, and they really, really ramped up the harassment. So now I think they're trying to do that again here, but I've seen it all before. And in reality, I made a better decision by leaving there anyway, because that stuff's just going to get worse at that place. I was planning on leaving anyway, but I just very abruptly said, okay, I'm just leaving. I'm just going to get a motel room. Obviously, he's not going to deal with this situation, the landlord. I think he knows it's happening. But I think he was forced into it. I think he was approached. Overall, I think that guy's not a bad guy. Because I had a conversation with him, and he seemed to be very empathetic, too. He seemed like, he's like, why would they be doing these things to you? And I explained to him why I thought it was going on, about how they'd also harassed my mother and my aunt, and it's just, They're attacking family members. And it led to their deaths, both of them. So we'll probably see the police here. Anyway, I'm just going for a short walk up the street. Actually, I'll walk on this side, I suppose, here. Very minimal traffic, but we'll see the cops probably. So that's why they're ramping it up with the cops and the constables and all this, thinking that they're thinking that I'm already feeling really down or whatever. I'm actually not. I'm actually not. I think it was a good decision to leave there. And, you know, if he would have done something about it, the landlord, he told me he had another place for me. And then abruptly, someone contacted him and said, no, don't do that. And that's when I said, okay, forget it. I know he was contacted by someone because he told me, I've got the place for you tomorrow. We'll go, you know, it's a different area and you'll have a private entrance. I said, okay. You know, at least he's working to resolve the issue. And then abruptly the next day, he just says, I rented it out. I said to him, well, why did you tell me you had it yesterday? I've already paid you the rent. You know, I've already paid you for this month. So you said you were going to take me there, and I could move in right away. And all of a sudden it's rented? That doesn't make any... So someone contacted him and told him, you know, you're not going to give him that place. I also looked that place up online, and it was in a very kind of... There was a lot of distance between the houses, and it was in a very kind of rural location with almost like forested area. So they didn't want me there because... It's not as easy for them to do their, you know, the harassment activities. It stands out more if you do it in that type of area. So anyway, you know, I don't fault this guy. He's a decent guy. I think he was approached and he had to do it. He had no choice. They'll threaten you, you know. But when I spoke to him before I left, we had a very good conversation, and, you know, he did seem kind of down about it that I was leaving. And I think he was sincere. You can tell when somebody's being sincere. You know, he helped me with my bags and all that. And he said, you know what, maybe if something else comes up, I'll talk to you in the future. So I don't fault that guy, you know. I don't fault him. It's not his fault. He had no choice. They contacted him and threatened him. And, you know, I don't think he was happy that these things were going on either. He tried to do what he could to resolve it, but they won't let you. This is, you know, when you're in this system, all they have to do is approach you with these people involved in these intelligence agencies. Threats are made. And you're either going to go along with it or you're going to have problems. So I don't want to create problems with it for him either. There's the crow there, eh? Remember how I showed in the other video? So these crows show up everywhere I go, literally. There it is, perched atop the light there. No one else around. The crow. Black crows everywhere I go. Doesn't matter where. There he is up there. But yeah, anyway. So I don't fault him at all, you know. He did what he could. But, you know, I had to move from there. So that's why they're ramping up this harassment with the police and all these first responders, because they think I'm in a volatile mindset or whatever. They think, you know, if they think you're really down, they want to drive you to suicide or to homelessness. And so they think that just ramping up the harassment, because, you know, the subject will know, yeah, they're all involved in it, and they're just hammering it home some more. And they want to see you dead or homeless, or they want you to commit suicide, or they want to see you in some insane asylum. And none of that's, you know, well, I'm gonna be dead eventually at some point, no question, we all die. But the other three scenarios are not gonna happen, unless they kidnap me or something like that, and, you know, so anyway, that's what's going on. That's why they're ramping it up, and I've seen it all before. And, you know, in the earlier days, things were a lot more difficult, but once you've been through it a few times, you see a repetition in the activities and the things they do. And, you know, you develop ways of dealing with it. It's not pleasant, but anyway. Check this out here. The usual skit with the door open. No, notice this here. Now that place is closed where this guy just pulled into. Oh, sorry, no, it's a McDonald's, so it's not closed. Anyway, let's go in here quickly. Put the body cam in here. Do this quick stop off. He's got to brush his car off. He couldn't have done that before he left home, right? Wouldn't you do that before you leave home? I would have thought you would, but... listen for fake coughing as we go in there. And, let's see, someone will go in behind me in the line too. So I'm just stopping here really quickly. It's pretty quiet this morning, so I'll see if we have the cops when I come out. Is that open? Bonjour. Très bien. See the thing that you had installed there, NASA. They have a lot of the people involved in it wearing NASA shirts. He had like the NASA thing in his phone. Woman going in there too, right? Just as I go up to the cash. Got an act here, looks like. We're gonna get fake coughing. I'm gonna go to McDonald's, so we're gonna have fake coughing in McDonald's. Oh, look at, does it come out? Look at, does it come out? Look at this time. I don't have my cell phone either. They didn't use the cops, they used them. 7739. Are they turning into where I'm going? See that? Oh, look at this, look at this. Where does it come out of the store? Okay. So they used the cops 3 times in the last 2 days there, and then they used them today. Time. I don't have my cell phone either. They didn't use the cops, they used them. 7739. Are they turning into where I'm going? See that? Oh, look at this, look at this. Where does it come out of the store? Okay. So they used the cops 3 times in the last 2 days there, and then they used them today. No siren though. Guess they figured it'd be a bit suspicious at this time in the morning if they blared the siren.